Good morning and welcome back. So it is early Saturday morning and I've been inspired. So I have been kind of MIA for the last week. I think I put up a video a week ago. Usually try to do at least 2 videos a week. And last week I just was off. I think in the last video I talked about how my energy has been low. Still there, but I think once I do my vacation and get some relaxation, then I'll feel better. So it is Saturday morning. We're just, I think, coming out of the storms from the hurricane, and I decided to get up this morning. Haven't done my workout yet, but I'm getting ready to do my workout as soon as I'm kind of doing things backwards. I usually have my coffee afterwards, but I'm having coffee early because I got up pretty early. I woke up about 5:50 or something like that. So I'm here in my guest bedroom / office space, whatever you want to call it, and I try to just change the background sometimes. So here we are, and today I really want to talk about why I chose the simple life, why I'm living simply. And I get asked a lot of questions sometimes about my choices and the things that I'm doing and how I'm navigating life right now. And I think for the most part, a lot of times people don't understand, and because it's not their journey. I always tell people that you don't necessarily understand something that you may never consider, or it's not what you're living. And so I feel like it's something that I can talk about and explain to you guys why I feel making this choice of living simply, the simplicity of life, is probably the best in these times. So if this is something you think that might pique your curiosity or that you might be interested in, then just continue to watch. Welcome back. So good morning, everybody. Hope your day has started off well. Let me start by saying I hope everybody is safe from the storms. It was a lot of devastation and actually some loss of life, and my prayers go out deeply to any family, anyone that's affected by that. And yeah, it's devastating. It's hard to understand, but we have to keep going and just keep everyone lifted up in prayer. So just want to talk quickly a little bit. I think I'm going to do like a series of just my thoughts, some of my most inner thoughts, most vulnerable thoughts about life. And my channel now has content that's geared toward sharing my journey as a older woman, reaching the 60s, and how that looks, how it feels, and just imparting maybe some wisdom and encouragement for anyone who is getting to this stage of life, whether you're in your 40s, your 50s, or 60s, because I feel like I closed my eyes and I was 60. It feels that way because I can actually vividly remember 40. I can vividly remember 50 because I had a great birthday party in Atlanta. So those thoughts enter my mind quite a bit, and the smiles, the laughter, the fun, some of the crazy that happened during those decades. So it comes very quickly before you know it. And getting here at 60 and realizing that time moves so fast, time does not wait on anybody. And I say grab life by the reins and just be ready for this ride, because it does move quickly and it's filled with lots of highs and lows. And we wish it could all be highs or just move steadily, but it's a lot of dips. And just be prepared for that. No matter where you are in life, it's that way. whether you feel that you're very successful and that you are, living the good life, we see, definitely see, and not to even go there, but look at a lot of our celebrities, the lifestyles of the rich and famous. And man, it can be crazy. And I've often said to myself, that's a life I've never wished for. I've never wished for fame and fortune. I just want to be comfortable. I think that's what I've always said. And, a lot of people dream and want that life, but I've never said that. I've always said, just God, let me be comfortable. Let me be able to maintain my livelihood and live in peace, a life of a healthy body, good health, healthy body, and mind, body, and spirit. And that's the richest that I could ever want. So that's me. But I'm just imparting with you guys wisdom of life and where I feel that, you know, um, would be important for you to think about. I want to share with you guys why I chose this path because, oftentimes, people from the outside looking in think that this is just um, something that is just, I guess, simple. The simple life is something that you shouldn't, want in life. You should be always aspiring to have more and more and more. And when I was younger, I thought that way too. I thought that to have the good life meant that you had to have an abundance of things. And I'm not gonna say I totally got there, but I did get to a stage of life where I was living quite well, in the sense of well, because I feel like I live well now. So that's why I'm putting my air quotes up because living well could mean a lot of things to a lot of people, and it doesn't mean the same thing with anybody. But I say well in the sense of the society norms or what they feel like well is. And that means abundance. It means having a lot. And I actually watch a lot of content creators who live that well life. And I'm not saying they're not happy. They could be very happy. But I feel like that the mental anguish that you can put yourself through trying to get there, in my opinion, was not worth it. And when I decided that, I had to think about what it meant to me to have a good life, what that would feel like, what that would look like, and when I narrowed it all down, it really boiled to just being at peace within my mind, body, and spirit. And being able to be healthy and just not worrying about where things like your next meal is going to come from or whether you would have a roof over your head, and that my family was well. Those were the things that I thought of. And I know my children are well. Two of my children live far away from me, but they are well. And my grandchildren are well. And my mom is still here, even though she may not be here in her mind, but she's here. I have a brother and a sister, and they're well. And I'm grateful. I have a stepmom who's well. And I couldn't ask for more, and when I used to think about all the things I used to ask God for, and I look back down and I laugh because I'm like, it was always full of material things and not thinking that to have what I've just spoken of now is all that I really needed. And learning to be okay with this journey and not even really dreaming of having riches, big house, and exotic and foreign cars and things like that. I don't dream of those anymore. What I dream of is where can I go to get fresh air, where I can hear the birds and, the wind blowing, feel it on my face and see the beautiful sunshine and just not be afraid because of the evil in the world. I'm not looking over my shoulder and trying to protect myself from crime, and where I can laugh and just smile, you know? And I don't know exactly when that changed within me, but I know it's here. And I know that my value of life now is higher than it's ever been. I want to live. And I do know that time goes by quickly. You look up one day and you are a senior, and that's the way it feels. And but knowing that there is so much more in me, and that I want to experience so much more. I want to see this beautiful world. I've had the privilege of traveling extensively. I've been a lot of places within the United States, and I've actually been overseas. I travel internationally, but I still have so much more that I want to touch. And I would say that I have not even cracked the surface. And that's what I pray for. I ask God to give me time to be able to get out and see the world that He created and experience different cultures and understand how people live and appreciate and value that culture. Because I think when we live in a certain area, growing up in the United States, in the Western world, we think everything's supposed to look like this. We think everything's supposed to feel like this. We think everybody's supposed to be on the grind. That's all I hear, be on your grind, get that paper, get that money. When you hear that over and over again in life, you believe that that's what life is. But seeing other people travel and go places and realizing that that ain't everybody's thought. Everybody ain't grinding. Everybody ain't chasing the dollar. Some people are just living and basking in the glory of life and the beauty that's around them. And I call that the simple life. And that's what I want. And that's what I choose to live. And even while I'm still trying to get out of the corporate America, I have created this space of simplicity and training myself not to spend money all the time and buy things all the time. Because a lot of times when I buy stuff and I get it home and I'm thinking, why did I even want this? What am I going to do with this? And thinking of ways I could sell it a lot of times to make my money back. And that's growth. That's really growth when you're not trying to have so much and you just appreciate what you already have and learn how to live and spread that beauty of what you've learned with others. So I always say I know people won't always get me or get my content, but those that this resonates with, they will. Because I tell you, this world is going to get worse. And a lot of people are going to be desiring peace when things like possessions and money are going to be harder to obtain. You're going to want that peace. You're going to want to just be able to enjoy your family, your loved ones, and your friends and beauty. And be able to have access to good food and clean water. That's going to come a time. Do you guys not realize that? It really is. And those things that burn inside of you that you really want to experience in life should be what you're going after. And I'm sharing this with you that are a lot younger than me because you may not get it. I've lived in some places and had some beautiful homes, some beautiful cars, had access to money, credit cards to be able to travel and take lavish trips and buy beautiful clothes, designer clothes and diamonds and all of that. And none of that has brought me joy like being at peace with people, not warring with people, not having worries and troubles all the time. That's the simple life. I just wanted to share that this morning. I actually want to generate thought for you that are just figuring out life or who may be stressing and worried about debt and bills and, how to achieve this, how to get that. if the things you have now do what they're supposed to do, appreciate them more. I think when you appreciate the things that you have, it levels you up. And when you stop worrying about how to get the next thing, that's when things come to you. And that's just where I'm at. So, yeah, thought I'd share that this morning. I hope you all are having a wonderful start to the weekend. And once again, just send my prayers out to everyone who are affected by anything that's happening right now, whether it's the storm or just storms internally in your life, in your own worlds. I pray that you'll have peace, because that's real happiness and joy. Yeah. So thank you for tuning in and watching. If you're new, thank you for coming through. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you have not, and come back again. And for all my returning sisters, my girlfriends, thank you for watching. I love you much, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.